Michigan, the problems they present, I know they, among the things they do is take a lot of threes. What makes them unique?
Oh, I think one thing they've become now is the best transition basketball team in the Big Ten. I haven't seen anybody that runs like they run. And I think right now they throw it ahead. They're a gang rebounding team, which certainly we're working harder and harder to become all the time. They get out and they play fast on the break. And so they're going to get some threes there in transition. And I think they move the ball very well. Darius Morris is doing a very good job of finding cutters and rollers and post-ups and shooters and things of that nature. And they mix defenses pretty well. So they have a good identity.
I know they've lost 4 or 5, but they've played tough teams. And the last 2 teams, they played them extremely tough. What are they doing maybe better now than they were?
I think they've been playing pretty well for a period of time. They're like anybody else. They go through runs. They go through lulls. And it's all how they respond to them. And they're a very solid team. There's no doubt about that.
And your week of preparation, how's it going?
We've had a good week. We've had a good week.
Darius Morris has seemed to be doing a lot of different things this year. What have you seen out of him on film, and how do you stop him?
Well, he's the new Manny Harris in the sense that he attacks, creates for others. He can get to the rim really well, and the ball's going to be in his hands when it's winning time. And he does a good job of finding shooters if they're open, like Zach Novak, Stu Douglas, Tim Hardaway Jr. And he's playing like a floor leader for them.
How close or how far is what they do to what Northwestern does?
That's a hypothetical. I haven't really thought like that. I think the one thing Northwestern does such a good job of is you can't prepare for how hard they cut. And they cut for layups, and they cut off the screen so well that you would think it's similar. But the similarities, they have great spacing, but I haven't really looked at it in that context. But that'd be the one thing that would stand out.
Yeah, this round of 4 road games and 5, but you're at home for this one. How does that help the team?
I think we'll have a great crowd. I think it helps. And students being back, I think that's excellent. And should be a lot of energy in the building.
What are the keys for you in this game? What things you have to do well?
We just need to play. We need to play well. And certainly begins with transition defense. And the keys that you would have in any game.
You mentioned a little bit about this week and everything. You talked earlier in the week about looking at film and just really trying to break things down and learn and improve. I mean, how exactly, specifically, I guess, did you do that this week?
We've just worked to get better. That's really all we've really done. We've tried to examine everything that we thought we could get better at. We've put some real keys out there for what we think that it should be, and that's what we've spent our time on.
Anything else?
All right, we'll be out of film there in a little bit.